We are just being polite and giving him face. He really thought he was great. I don't envy Benjamin at all. Of course, he did well in the big city. But this does not mean he has to act superior to us, as if we are somehow inferior to him. That's right. Everyone has their own way of life. No one is better than anyone else. Classmates. Obviously annoyed by Benjamin's attitude today. But I'm used to it. Benjamin always looks down on others. From a small city, he thinks people in small towns. Lack of experience. On different levels. After the party, Christopher and I sat in the car. Christopher had drunk a little bit of wine. He said a little jealously, "It seems Benjamin hasn't forgotten you yet." I'm sure it's impossible. He just couldn't stand seeing me doing well in his eyes. Because I live in a small city. I should have wasted my life and live forever in regret. But he didn't expect I will settle here and feel satisfied. Now he finally realized that after so many years of separation. I didn't mean to irritate him. Christopher said nothing more. He just held me tightly in his arms. Whisper in my ear, "I should thank him for letting you go." At that time it was hard to tell who let whom go. I always thought it was a joint decision. So I never held any grudge against Benjamin. If he hadn't appeared in front of me today, I may have completely forgotten about him. He said, "Isabella, let's meet." I flatly refused. "What else can we meet? I'll be waiting for you at the Iceland Cafe." After saying that, Benjamin hung up the phone. He seemed sure I would come. Just like in the previous life. He always predicts my behavior accurately. In our past arguments, whether I was right or wrong, things always go as Benjamin wishes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have spent the last 10 years. Our past life. Live in a different city from him. This time I went, just as he expected. A little curious about what he wants. And clearly stated that after this, we will no longer contact. I walked into the cafe. When Benjamin saw me, I noticed a triumphant smile in his eyes. In his heart, I am still so easy to be controlled. I sat in front of him. Get straight to the point. What you want? Cappuccino or mocha? Benjamin asked me. Just water, I answered bluntly. I'm pregnant, so I can't drink coffee. I saw Benjamin's expression change slightly, but he said nothing. He ordered a glass of water from the waiter for me. Then he said, "Isabella, I didn't expect you to end up with Christopher. Didn't you say you didn't like him when you were in school? People will change." I said coldly, "Didn't you reject Emma's confession? But now you're with her." That's because. Benjamin began to speak, but did not finish. I'm not interested anyway. So I say, marriage is. Only the parties involved can truly understand. Only they know if it's appropriate. What do you mean? You mean, our marriage in our previous life was not happy? Benjamin asked angrily. What else? I openly admit. Otherwise, why would we go our separate ways? I was just teaching you a lesson, Benjamin said angrily. I want you to realize your stubbornness. In our past lives. Wrong. Once you regret it, come back to me. We can get things done. I just watched Benjamin. I didn't laugh. I'm not angry. I just feel like giving up. I asked him a little confused. Why do you feel so superior? Because everything I did was right, Benjamin said firmly. My choice is correct. Look at our classmates. How many people stay in small cities? It was a huge success indeed. Yes, Christopher did a great job. But it's just because of his family background. Christopher would have achieved nothing without the help of his family. Only through my own efforts. Success in a cosmopolitan city. Benjamin became more and more excited as he spoke. I took a sip of water and didn't bother him. It wasn't until he noticed my silence that he asked angrily, "Why don't you speak? What's the point of what I say? If you believe that everything you say is true." Isabella, no need to be sarcastic. Is it that difficult for you? Acknowledge the success of others. I admit, it's not easy to survive alone in a foreign city. Not to mention prospering like Benjamin. I saw an uncontrollable. Benjamin showed a satisfied smile on his face. I continue. I never thought your ambition was wrong. I never denied your achievements. Looking at global development, it really needs people like you. A person who is proactive and makes great contributions to society. But Benjamin, just because you made the right choice, does this mean that other people's choices are wrong? What are you judging? Even laugh at other people's lives. You gain experience in big cities. Improve your life. Made greater contributions to society. This is your responsibility to society. But where is your responsibility towards your family? Have you ever thought about your parents? Don't they want you to stay with them? Yes, you gave them enough money to live comfortably. But at a certain age, people realize some things are more important than money. Benjamin interrupted me before I could finish. Isabella, I don't want to hear your lecture. Of course, he would never listen to me. In his mind, once he decides on something, no one can change it. That's why I realized, how important is this? Two people share the same values. I didn't say anything else. We sat in silence for a while. Then Benjamin suddenly spoke. Isabella, I will go straight to. I'm coming to see you today. Ask if you want to go back with me. I was shocked and thought I had heard it wrong. See my expression. Benjamin sighed, yes. This is my initiative. If you come back with me now, we can pretend that the past 10 years never happened. The only condition is that you have to abort the child. I was silent for a long time, trying to understand what Benjamin said. I thought Benjamin asked to meet today, just to show off how well he did, how much I lost by leaving him. I came here today to tell him that I'm doing fine. Never regretted. I never thought he would ask for reconciliation. We already live in two completely different worlds. I'm so happy I can't speak. Benjamin raised his eyebrows. Misunderstood my silence. Benjamin, are you crazy? I finally couldn't help but raise my voice. Benjamin's face turned gloomy. I'm married now and pregnant. I have a stable and happy family. You already have a fiancé and gain a foothold in big cities. Now you ask me to be with you. I was really shocked. Is it that I cannot acknowledge your success? Or you can't stand seeing me doing well? Benjamin was embarrassed by what I said and retorted. Isabella, I know. You've always hated me. Last 10 years. Just because I didn't fulfill your wish. Back to our hometown. At that time, it was good. I am willing to make amends. I have to go back to my work. Then go back to your parents. I looked at Benjamin silently. Benjamin thought I was considering his proposal, and generously added, I know. You may have a hard time making a decision. Right now. I'll leave the day after tomorrow. So you can give me the answer then. No need to wait until the day after tomorrow. I can give you the answer now. Have you decided? He asked. Nothing to think about, Benjamin. I have my own life now. We've been doing this for a long time. The moment we were reborn, we made a choice. I don't need you to sacrifice your life in the big city. Or what you expect from me. Isabella, you better think twice. I won't make this suggestion again. If your purpose today is just to say, then there's no need to waste time anymore. I stood up and said goodbye. Farewell, Isabella. Benjamin grabbed my arm, panic in his eyes. I've come this far and you're still not satisfied. He asked angrily. What do you mean by going this far? Do you think that after 10 years of separation, we can be together again? Just one word from you. Benjamin, what makes you think this is possible? So, what do you want me to do? Benjamin gritted his teeth. I will try my best to satisfy you. I don't need anything from you. I just need you to stay away from me. Enough of attitude. I can only say that I am stubborn. I know I can't make him understand. I don't care what he thinks. I will continue to be stubborn. So, Mr. Song, stop wasting your time on me. Isabella, what do you want? Benjamin is on the verge of collapse. Do you want me to get down on my knees and beg you? Admit that I still love you. I can't live without you. I looked at Benjamin. His words today. It completely changed my perception of him. Seeing my sudden silence, Benjamin softened his tone. Treat the past 10 years as a dream. Let's start over. I left because I was upset with you. It's not because I don't love you anymore. I sneered. How could it be just a momentary grudge? You just go along the path you want. Now, you found out. It's not as satisfying as you might think. You want to go back and start over. Benjamin was visibly upset, almost angry. When have I ever said I regretted something? With my current success, why should I regret? Follow my words. Emma would jump at the chance to have a baby for me. Your feelings don't matter to me, I said calmly. The moment you decided to follow Emma, study in another city, we no longer have any contact. Isabella, stop pretending. You just can't accept the fact that I left you. At that time, you just can't swallow your pride and make peace with me. But I'm going to give you an easy way out. It's really hard for me to accept. You left with Emma. At that time, I admit that I do feel lost. After we were reborn, I never thought Benjamin would make up his mind. So fast, so absolute. I thought we've been together for so many years. He will hesitate. At least a little. But he didn't. I felt like a complete joke during that time. From that moment on, I let go of all my feelings for you. I looked directly at Benjamin and said, if you hadn't suddenly appeared in front of me today, I might not even remember you. Isabella, I don't care if you believe me or not, but this is my real thought. I hope you will never appear in front of me again. Disrupted my happy, fulfilling, hopeful life. I shook Benjamin's hand off and walked away. Don't look back. I thought we would never have any contact again, even if we meet by chance. We are just strangers. But I didn't expect that half a month later, I will hear from Benjamin. Isabella, I'm back and I'm not leaving again. I was stunned. I recognized these words, but I suddenly don't understand what they mean. Can we meet? I immediately turned off my phone. I convinced myself it was just an illusion. But when I get off work, I saw Benjamin standing at my office door. Wait for me. After pregnancy, Christopher suggested that I stop working. But I think it would be more boring to stay at home. I don't want to risk prenatal depression, so I insisted on going to work. Isabella, Benjamin is coming to me, holding a large bouquet of flowers. I felt a wave of disgust. Have I not made it clear enough? I asked him. Didn't you say that? I can't expect you to come back to me. Just because I asked. Well, now I've dealt with everything in the other city. I'm back here forever. I promise I'll never leave again, Benjamin promised me. Do you really think that's all? Our relationship broke down. Just because I want to go home. Do you want to stay in another city? Otherwise, how could we become distant? When we love each other deeply, we drift apart because we all made our choices. Because we gave up on each other. I never gave up on you, Benjamin said excitedly. I know you're fine now. Christopher is good to you. He wants to stay in the city you love. He can provide you with a good life. But I can give you all of this. Now, if you knew I was fine, why do you still interfere in my life? Because deep down you really love me, Benjamin said affirmatively. You only chose Christopher because I left. Now I'm back. You shouldn't go against your true feelings. I didn't laugh at Benjamin's arrogance. After all, I really loved him at that time. That's why he has the confidence to say these words. Now, Benjamin, did you know? Love can lead to disappointment and eventually disappear. I looked at him. Benjamin's eyes turned red. He probably didn't expect me to be so indifferent. For him, indifference. Get to the point. He can no longer feel any emotion from me. In our past lives, I followed you to another city. You promised I would come home. But in the end you said we'd never go back. I never doubted your pursuit of career and life goals, especially if you succeeded. What makes me angry is that you shouldn't lie to me. From the moment you invited me to go with you, you didn't plan to come back. What about you? Benjamin tried to argue. I was worried that you wouldn't come with me. I really love you and I'm afraid of losing you. After we are reborn, you followed Emma to another city without hesitation. Have you ever thought about the possibility of losing me? Yes. Benjamin was speechless for a moment. He said, I thought you loved me enough to wait for me. I never thought you would be with another man. Because I ended up with someone else. You can't accept. That's why you came back to me. Benjamin said with emotion. But his words only disgust me. You don't love Emma. But you wasted 10 years of her life. You said you loved me. But you asked me to surrender to you. Now you have realized. Everything is out of your control. You start to panic and regret. Don't you think your behavior is despicable? I'm sorry. Benjamin apologized suddenly. He seemed unsure how to defend himself. I'm sorry, Isabella. Can you forgive me this time? I promise I won't let you down again. Benjamin pulled a ring from his pocket. This ring was exactly what he originally intended to give to Emma. Their wedding. He said, Isabella, do you remember the ring we wore when we got married? In our previous lives, we couldn't afford. But I promised I would give it to you one day. I came back this time to seek reconciliation. I bought this ring especially for you. Do you know why Emma is so hostile to you? At the party. Because she knows I will make peace with you. I couldn't help laughing. So at the party, he planned to make peace with me. But no kindness. He tried to make peace by belittling me. Let me beg to go back to him. I don't want to say more. I just looked at the ring. Can't help but comment. I remember. Even if you became rich in your previous life, you never gave me that ring. I was too busy then. No, because you just realized the value of something. After losing. Even though it was my fault, even though it was all my fault. Isabella, can you give me another chance? Marry me and we'll start over. I'll give you everything you want this time. As he spoke, Benjamin knelt down and proposed to me. In front of my office building. In my past life, I must have loved him too much. That's why he's so confident that if he looks back, we'll make up like nothing ever happened. I shook my head and rejected him coldly. Isabella, no chance. I gave up my career in the big city for you. This is your choice, not mine. I interrupted him. I already told you. Our separation is not mainly because of the city. It's your actions again and again. This makes me feel cold. I can change. No, you can't. Everything you do has a purpose. I decided not to care about his feelings anymore. You know I loved you deeply. So you used that love to deceive me without restraint. You know, even if I finally found out, I will still forgive you. You didn't buy the ring because I wanted it, but because you want to use it to keep me. Because you realize, I really don't care about you anymore. The reason you chose to stay wasn't because of me. Because your parents are getting older. Your mother suddenly fell ill. They need you to be here to take care of them. Emma doesn't want to stay here with you. So you thought of me. I said calmly. I even laughed. Because I realized I really don't care anymore. Even though he knew that Benjamin's motives were not pure, he did not. Any of my emotions. I saw Christopher coming from a distance. Come to me. I know he is waiting for me. He respects all my decisions. He has enough confidence. Because of his love and care for me. Benjamin can't compare. I didn't even look at Benjamin again. We turned and walked away. I decided to stay because of you. Not because of Emma. Not because of my parents. Benjamin shouted behind us. I stopped and said, even if your reasons are not what you said, I still won't get back together with you. Benjamin. When love is gone, it's gone. To be honest, I don't even remember the happy times I had with Benjamin. The happiness I see now. All thanks to Christopher. Since then, I have never given Benjamin another chance to get close to me. I blocked his number and refused to answer any calls from unknown numbers. I also decided to resign. Christopher has been worried about me, working during pregnancy. He said he could take care of me. If I feel bored at home, I can always go work for his company. I initially refused, because I don't want to be too dependent on him. But now I feel deeply that we are really a family. A few months later, I gave birth to a daughter. 6 months later, Christopher and I had a grand wedding. We invited many old classmates, but Certainly not Benjamin. When Christopher and I went to our classmates' table, when I raised my glass, I heard a conversation. Benjamin. I haven't been back to another city for more than a year. I heard he and Emma broke up too. Benjamin's mother died a few days ago. Another classmate. Fortunately, Benjamin stayed with her at home for more than a year. Otherwise, he will regret it forever. I attended a funeral a few days ago. Benjamin looks very different. Not at all like the vibrant man he used to be. At last year's party, he looks lifeless. It is said that his mother's greatest regret, when she died, no grandchildren. Could it be that Benjamin still can't forget Emma? No, a female classmate whispered. Emma is willing to stay in her hometown. For Benjamin. Even tried to reconcile with him. But Benjamin refused. Emma said Benjamin couldn't forget. She looked at me but didn't finish. She knows. It's inappropriate to talk about these things. At the wedding, I pretended not to hear. Calmly sip my wedding wine and greet our guests. After the wedding, Christopher and I returned home exhausted. I'm too tired to move. Christopher is sorting out wedding gifts. Suddenly, he called me Isabella. There is a private envelope for you. Yeah. Christopher handed it to me. I saw Benjamin's name on the envelope. I didn't see him today. I looked at Christopher. He smiled and said I didn't see him either. I opened the envelope and found a ring. There was also a letter and about 8888 RMB as a wedding gift. I opened the letter. I know you don't want to see me, but I still can't help but attend your wedding. I hope I didn't draw your attention to me. I just want to see you. See if you are really happy. Maybe I'll give up eventually. Maybe I'll finally face reality. You really don't love me anymore. Not at all. I was so arrogant that I thought, as long as I look back, you will wait for me. You are right. When we are reborn and I leave, this is not just out of resentment. I always thought I didn't have you. I can be happy with anyone. I can still live a good life. The first few years, I really enjoyed a freedom I had never experienced before. No need to consider your feelings. No need to be forced to eat breakfast. No one scolded me when I went home, drunk after a business dinner. No one urged me to go back home every day. But one day I started missing you. I miss your cooking. I miss you waiting for me in the living room, no matter how late you get home from get off work. I miss you holding me tightly in your arms. I haven't thought about you for a long time, but I'll never find you in the future. I believe you should be the one who surrenders. Between us, your choice is wrong. Until I can't stand it anymore. I desperately want to be with you. I even started calling you Emma sometimes. So I came back to the party. When I saw you dressed so simply, I naively thought I had one. You seem to be doing badly. If I ask you to come back to me, you will definitely not refuse. But reality gave me a slap in the face. There's no love in your eyes. When you look at me, I thought I could use money to suppress you. I didn't expect. You're married to Christopher. And you're pregnant. You don't lack money nor love. I started to panic. I don't know what to do to get you back to me. I keep telling myself you are. Just hate me. Choose Christopher. I am the one you truly love. In my past life you loved me so much. You can't stop loving me. So I shamelessly came to you. I thought I still had a chance. Christopher can give you everything. I can give you. You love me more. So I thought you would be touched. Now think back. I realized I was just humiliating myself. What right do I have to think? After abandoning you, you will still wait for me. I'm really selfish and mean. Look, even now I still want to tell you. Giving up the big city is really suitable for you. Not for my parents. Although I am grateful. I was able to accompany my mother in her last moments of life. With her, I know that what I say doesn't matter anymore. I'm really sorry, Isabella. My heart hurts. I went to the hospital the day you gave birth. I saw Christopher holding your baby. I saw the joy on his face when he first became a father. It reminds me of the child we never had. in our past lives. I'm really looking forward to this baby. I'm ready to be a father. But in my new life, I missed my chance. Sorry, Isabella. I'm sorry. I wish you endless happiness. I read this letter with mixed feelings. Benjamin might be feeling similar to me. When we were first reborn, watching him leave without looking back. Although, I always told myself to respect his choice. But in the dead of night, I still break down, feeling resentful, bitter, and struggling. But now it's all in the past. I don't know how long it will take Benjamin to let go. Honestly, it doesn't matter anymore. I threw the letter into the trash. I didn't notice these words, right on the back of the envelope. Isabella, I will be waiting outside your Brettel room tonight. Wait for you. Christopher looked at me and smiled. When I threw the letter, he said, Dear, the night is long and time is precious. We turned off the lights. The long night is coming, no longer alone.